Slowly, some travelers are returning to Canadian airports, but the threat of COVID-19 remains. In March, the number of flights that carried someone who later tested positive for the virus peaked. But even now, with more screening and far fewer planes in the air, cases are still popping up. Today, the Public Health Agency of Canada said risk of in-flight transmission of COVID-19 on board an aircraft is relatively low. But this infection control epidemiologist wants more data to back that up.
We might think that airplanes are a little bit less risky than they look, but we're guessing.
He also takes issue with how potential exposure is tracked. The federal government posts flights with confirmed cases on its website, but critics say that's not enough.
It's nonsense to post things on a website somewhere and expect people to wander over and find that.
We're going to have to do safety checks, and then we'll be...
Some provincial and local health authorities say they also request flight manifest information and try to contact passengers directly. There is some hope that when the national tracing app launches, it may help.
I think most passengers will be very happy to provide that data just to be on the safe side. So we're hoping that application will come out as soon as possible.
But the NDP health critic says more needs to be done now.
Testing and contact tracing are critical to us getting a good handle on the COVID pandemic. And frankly, in the airline industry, it appears that it's not being done at all.
He wants the federal government to implement a proactive contact tracing plan for all air passengers.
Particularly as we're opening up airlines to fly into other affected areas like the U.S., it's critical that we close this gap right away.
For now, travelers who choose to fly should add checking the government's website to their plans. Jacqueline Hansen, CBC News, Toronto.